days feel like oceans pulling at my feet. Waves of doubt and worry crashing underneath. But when you wrap your arms around me, everything grows quiet, like the storm forgets its name and slowly passes by. I don't need the widest calm, I don't need the skies all blue. I just need your steady hands to pull me through. Hold me through the tides, through the high and low. When I lose my balance and I don't know where the shore is waiting, oh, where to hide. Just stay right here and hold me through the tides. You don't try to fix me, you don't try to fight. You just sit beside me in the middle of the night. And somehow that's enough to keep my heart aligned. Like your love's the anchor I was meant to find. If the waves grow stronger, if the winds collide, I won't be afraid with you by my side. And when your oceans rise, I'll be your steady shore. You don't have to carry everything anymore. We can take it slowly, let the waters glide. I'll hold you too. Through the tides, hold me through the tides, through whatever comes, through the restless nights and setting suns. We don't need perfection, we don't need to hide. Just keep holding me through the tides, through the tides. I don't need to look too far. I've been drifting like a feather in a sky without a clue. Every road felt temporary till it led me back to you. I was searching for a reason, for a place that felt like truth. Now I know what pulls me steady is the gravity of you. No matter how I wander, no matter what I do, every step keeps falling toward the gravity of you. It's the gravity of you keeping both my feet on ground when my world is spinning fast. You slow it down in the quiet of your arms. I finally found my truth. I don't need the stars above, just the gravity of you. You don't speak in thunder, you don't shine like neon lights, but you glow just like a candle in the middle of the night. Every laugh you give me, every simple touch feels like something bigger without trying too much. There's one thing I can prove: I'll always belong to the gravity of you. We don't crash like thunder, we don't burn like flames. No fireworks above us, no need for crowded names. Just the way you say I'm here when the day runs long, and somehow in your silence I feel strong. They say love should be a wildfire lighting up the dark, but ours is like a candle guarding every spark. When love stays soft, it doesn't break, it bends with every storm we face. It doesn't shout, it doesn't boast, it's in the moments that mean the most. Through every tear we never show, through every quiet hope, love doesn't have to be loud when it stays so. We've had our share of heavy nights where words were hard to find, but even in the distance, your heart was close to mine. You don't promise perfect days or skies without the rain. You just keep choosing me again and again. No grand gestures needed, no diamonds in a box, just your steady heartbeat when the whole world knocks. And if the world grows restless, if the lights begin to fade, we won't need applause for the love we made. It's the quiet kind of magic that never falls apart. The softest kind of loving is the strongest heart. When love stays soft, it holds the line through shifting years, through changing time. It doesn't have to prove or rise above the strongest kind of forever. Is a gentle love. No matter where the road bends, no matter where we roam, there's a stretch of open heaven that always feels like home. Different cities, different faces, different passing lights, but the same moon watches over our separate nights. And when the distance feels too wide and I miss your touch, I just look up at the stars, and that's enough. Under the same endless sky, we're never far apart. Every constellation connects our hearts through the miles between our heads. Through every goodbye, we're still together under the same endless sky. Time zones may divide us, oceans stretch and sway, but love was never measured by the space between the days. Every whisper, I love you, carried by the wind, finds its way across the dark back again. No border drawn on any map, no line that we can't cross. When love becomes the compass, we're never truly lost. And if the night feels heavier, if the tears begin to fall, remember every star above has seen us through it all. Even when the dawn arrives and paints the world goodbye, we'll still be dreaming under the same endless sky. Under the same endless sky, where hope refuses to die. Through the changing of the tides, you and I, no matter where tomorrow leads, no matter how we try, I'll still be loving you under the same endless sky. Under the same endless sky. Stay right here. The world can wait outside the door. Let it rush, let it run. We don't need forever plans, we don't need the sun. Your fingers drawing circles on the back of my hand. Feels like all the time we need to understand. Maybe we don't know what's next, maybe we don't have the map, but we have this breath together, and that's enough for them. If we only had this moment, if tomorrow never came, I would still feel lucky just to know your name. In the quiet of your heartbeat, in the way you hold me close. If we only had this moment, I would choose you most. We've both been chasing answers, we've both been scared to fall, but love was never in the future, it was here all along. In the softness of your laughter, in the calm behind your eyes, I found a little piece of home I didn't realize. Let the clocks keep ticking, let the seasons roll. Right now you're right beside me, and that makes me whole. If the sky begins to change, if the road turns unexpectedly, I won't fear the unknown when you're here with me. We don't need a lifetime to make this true. One honest second is enough with you. If we only had this moment, just this simple light, just your hand in mine through the night. I don't need forever noise of the world fades out, and there's nothing left to prove. When the words we held too tightly finally let us move, in the hush between our heartbeats, in the calm of everything, that's where I hear love begin to sing. We don't need 1,000 voices, we don't need applause, just the quiet truth of us. Until the silence sings, until the air turns gold, when there's nothing left but feeling for us to hold. Through the tears we couldn't hide, through the fragile things, I'll be loving you until the silence sings. We've been loud with all our dreaming, we've been brave and we've been scared, but the softest kind of loving is the one that's always there. Not in fireworks or thunder, not in crowded rings, but in the quiet after everything. If the world falls into whispers, if the night grows thin, we'll find the melody within. Even if we lose the music, even if words don't stay, our hearts will keep the rhythm anyway. Until the silence sings and the final light grows dim, when the last note slowly fades on the rim, through the stillness of all things, through whatever life brings, I'll still be loving you until the silence sings. Until the silence sings. Hide here. I used to fear the future, like it slipped right through my hands. I used to chase the horizon, never knowing where to stand. But something changed the moment your eyes looked into mine. Like every scattered second fell into line. Maybe we were always more than chance or dream. Maybe we were written in between. We're written across eternity, in quiet ink and steady lines, not just in borrowed memories, but deeper than time. If every page were torn away, if the stars refused to shine, you'd still be next to me, written across eternity. I don't need forever promised in diamonds or in gold, just your hand inside my hand when we're growing old. Every doubt that tried to shake us, every storm we knew, if tomorrow feels uncertain, if the sky turns gray, love like this won't fade away. Yeah. If the world forgets our story, if the lights all dim, we'll be our own forever, again and again. Written across eternity, not just for now, not just for show. Through every life, through every breath, wherever we go. If time decides to end the song and close the final door, I'll still be yours forevermore. Stay close. Oh, the night feels a little heavier when doubts begin to rise. Shadows on the ceiling, questions in our eyes. But your fingers find my fingers like they always do. And suddenly the darkness doesn't feel so true. We've been here before, at the edge of giving up, but love has always been more than enough. When we outlive the night, when the morning starts to break, we'll see the light was closer than we thought it was to take. Through the tears and quiet fights, through the wrongs made right, we're still standing strong. When we outlive the night, we don't need perfection, we don't need a flawless song. Just two hearts that keep deciding to hold on. Every scar between us, every tear we've cried, only proves there's something here we can't deny. Let the world be restless, let the storms ignite. We are stronger than a single night. And if the dark surrounds us, if the sky won't clear, I'll whisper that I love you till the dawn appears. We don't need forever to prove what's right, we just need each other through the night. When we outlive the night and the sunrise paints the blue, we'll remember how we made it, me and you. Through the fear that tried to bite, through the fading fight, I'll still be loving you. When we outlive the night, when we outlive the night. There's more than what we say. We've spoken words in anger, we've whispered words in fear, but there's a deeper language only hearts can hear. In the pauses of our arguments, in the space before we trust, there's something still unbroken between the lines of us. And not everything is perfect, and not everything is clear. But love is in the quiet that keeps us here. Between the lines of us, there's a truth we can't deny. It's in the way we reach before goodbye. Through the doubts we're thinking of, through the fragile trust, there's always something stronger. Between the lines of us, we don't always say it right, we don't always understand. But when the world feels heavy, you still take my hand. And that says more than poetry, more than perfect rhyme. It says you're not leaving this time. Even when the tension tries to pull apart, there's a steady rhythm beating in our hearts. And if the ink begins to fade on promises we made, we'll rewrite them slowly, unafraid. Because what we have is deeper than the words we use. It's written in the silence we refuse to lose. Between the lines of us, there's a love that doesn't end. Through the break, through the bend, through the almost and the just, through the dust, I'll still be standing with you. Between the lines of us. Every ending has a door. We've been standing at the edges of goodbye too many times, watching chapters slowly close between the lines. But every time the night falls and we think we've reached the end, we find a deeper reason to begin again. No matter how the story bends, no matter where we've been, there's a spark that won't burn out. It pulls us back within. Where forever starts again is right here in your arms. After every storm we faced, through every harm, when the world says this is over, we refuse to bend. Love is just beginning, where forever starts again. We've seen the cracks between us, heard the silence loud, felt the weight of heavy doubt like a breaking cloud. But even in the rough, even in the pain, there's a seed of something stronger in the rain. Every tear has led us to a truth we can't pretend. We are made of second chances and begin again. again. Can you feel it? There's a moment in the silence right before we speak, where the world stands still around us, fragile, slow and weak. In the pause between our breathing, in the calm between the storms, I can feel forever taking form. It's not written in the loudest words or promises we say. It's hidden in the quiet truth that never fades away. In the space between heartbeats, where the seconds disappear, where your soul is touching mine and nothing else is near. Through the chaos and the noise, through the doubt we defeat, I find eternity in the space between heartbeats. We don't need the perfect story or a flawless line, just the rhythm of your laughter, keeping time with mine. Even when the world is shaking, even when we fall, there's a steady pulse between us. Through it all, no distance can divide it, no silence can compete with the sacred little universe between our heartbeats. And if the lights all flicker, if the nights grow incomplete, I'll listen for your heartbeat like a drum beneath my feet. In the stillness of forever, in the heat, love is always waiting between our heartbeats. In the space between heartbeats, when the world feels out of reach, when words are not enough and tears begin to speak. Through the rise and fall of time, through every high and deep, I'll still be loving you. Between our heartbeats. Stay with me tonight. The sky is wide and endless, but it feels small with you. Every constellation looks like something we once knew. We've been walking through forever like it's just another mile, counting every heartbeat in your fragile smile. If the heavens start to tremble, if the galaxies divide, there's a promise in your whisper that will be our guide. Before the stars fall quiet, before the night grows cold, hold me like tomorrow isn't ours to hold. Through the fading silver light, through the dark we fight, I'll be built a lifetime on Sunday morning plans. Almost learned each other's lines without the glance. We almost had the garden with roses in the spring. Almost wore forever like a simple ring. But almost isn't failure, it's still something true. It's proof that love once grew. I'm grateful for the almost, for the nearly and the near, for every fragile moment that brought your heart right here. We didn't reach the finish, but we felt the climb. And I will always honor that you were once mine. We almost learned the language of growing old in sync. Almost found the courage not to overthink. But timing has its own ways of drawing different lines, and love can still be sacred, even left behind. Not every door we open is meant to stay. If I see you years from now across a crowded room, I won't feel the heartbreak, I won't feel the wound. Just a quiet kind of wonder at who we used to be. Two hearts that touched so briefly. I'm grateful for the almost, for the love we came close to, for the softness in your goodbye that still felt true. We didn't last forever, but we had our time. And I'll thank the almost for teaching me to shine. We could have fought harder. We could have raised our voices, turned silence into war, kept counting every mistake like keeping score. But we were tired of breaking what we tried to save, so we laid our armor down and walked away. No winners, no defeat, just steady heartbeat. That was when we chose to come over being right, when we let the fire dim instead of burning bright. Not every love must end in flames or leave a scar. Sometimes peace is braver than fighting for who we are. I still believe we meant it, every I love you, but love can shift its shape without being untrue. We didn't lose the magic, it just changed its form, from something wild and restless to something warm. And warmth can still exist after the storm. So if you ever doubted, if you question what we had, remember how we ended, not angry, not sad. We chose the quiet road, we chose to days when we chose the calm over one more fight, when we let each other go under a soft light. And I will not rewrite it. Oh, wish we were the same, because the way we ended still honors what we became. Just you and me, one less quiet melody. We sat on the kitchen floor, backs against the door, talking about nothing like we did before. Your voice was low and steady, mine was almost gone. Funny how the hardest truths can sound so calm. No tears left to borrow, no words left to prove, just two hearts with nothing left to lose. This is a soft goodbye, sweet memory. No shattered pieces on the ground. We don't have to turn into strangers just because love isn't found. I'll keep the way you said my name, like a song in minor key. This is a soft goodbye, sweet memory. The coffee cup you always use, still sitting by the sink. I guess some things take time, longer than we think. But I don't feel abandoned, I don't feel betrayed. Some loves are simply finished, not thrown away. We held it carefully until it slipped free. If someday our paths cross on a different street, I hope we smile gently, like old friends we used to be. No heavy history, no silent blame, just gratitude for what we became. This is a soft goodbye, sweet memory. No thunder in the sky, just a quiet kind of ending that doesn't ask you why. I'll carry us like autumn light, falling tenderly. This is a soft goodbye, sweet memory. No more fighting the tide. We stood at the edge of the evening, watching the daylight fall. No words left to rescue, no shadows on the wall. Your hand was warm in mine, but lighter than before. Like we both already knew what we were waiting for. No blame in your eyes, no storm in mine. Just two hearts learning to unwind. Here's to where we let go gently. No shattered glass, no war, just a quiet understanding. We don't need it anymore. We were beautiful and fleeting, like colors in the sky. And we loved without destroying when we said goodbye. I remember how you laughed in the middle of my fears, how we held each other still peace. It'll sound like distant music, soft and sweet, and I'll smile for who we were, not ache for what we're not. Some endings are a blessing disguised as love. Here's to where we let go gently, no broken wings to mend, just two souls who understood when love had reached its end. We were never meant forever, but we were meant to grow, and I'll thank the place we stood where we let go. You didn't leave in darkness, you didn't slam the door, you didn't turn away. We just felt the silence growing day by day. Not cold, not cruel, just quietly out of phase. Two constellations drifting into space. We try to hold the fire, but fire needs air, and love needs more than just being there. It was a love that left in light, no shadows on the floor, no heavy chains of what if knocking at my door. It didn't break the sky in two, it didn't steal my sight. It was a love that bowed its head and faded into light. I still see your kindness in the way I speak. You're in the strength I didn't know I need. You taught my heart how open it could be, and even in your leaving, you stayed with me. Some people are chapters, some are the theme. You were the lesson in between. If I ever love again, I'll love without fear, because you showed me what honesty is here. Not clinging to forever, not afraid of change, just grateful for the light we exchanged. It was a love that left in light, no bitterness to fight, just two hearts closing softly at the edge of night. And when I think about us now, there's warmth, not fright. It was a love that came with grace and left in light. When the night is closing in, I still feel you. We were written in the silence before the world was born. Two restless hearts colliding like shadows before the storm. Every tear we ever tasted turned to gold at sunrise. In the ashes of the breaking, we were learning how to rise. If the sky begins to shatter, if the oceans lose their song, your heavens close their eyes and time runs dry. Through the fading of the flame, through the great unknown, I will find you in the dark and call you home. Years may carve their stories on the canvas of our skin, but every line's a memory of the war we didn't give in. When the world tried to divide us, we stood side by side, built a kingdom out of broken with nothing left to hide. If forever lasts a moment or stretches endlessly, every lifetime I am given, you'll be next to me. And if there's life beyond the ending, past the silence, past the flame, I will cross 1,000 heavens just to whisper your name. Beyond the final dawn, after everything is gone, through the echoes of the storm, we'll carry on. If the universe resets, if the stars are withdrawn, I'll still be loving you. Beyond the final dawn. This is more than just a moment. We were strangers in the crowd, with heavy hearts to bear, searching for a spark of light in cold and empty air. Then your hand brushed against mine, and something shifted deep, like destiny had woken up from centuries of sleep. Every road that led me here was guiding me to you. Every heartbreak in my past was proof this love was true. When forever finds us standing face to face, when the world falls quiet and we feel that grace, through the rise and fall, through every scar and scarlet bruise, if forever finds us, I will choose you. We don't need a perfect sky or promises in gold, just your laughter in the dark and a hand I can hold. Let the seasons turn around us, let the years run fast. We'll build our home inside the now and make this moment last. If the ground beneath us trembles, if the lights all disappear, I will be your steady heartbeat. You'll have nothing left to fear. And if the stars forget to shine, if the night won't let us through, I'll become your constellation, just to light the way to you. When forever finds us at the edge of time, with your soul in mine and your hand in mine, through the final breath, through whatever we go through. When forever finds us, I'll still choose you. When the noise fades away, when the crowd has disappeared, and the echoes settle low, when the thunder stops its rage, and the last wind ceases to blow, in the silence that remains, where only truth can show, I see a shadow next to mine, in the quiet afterglow. No fireworks, no grand parade, just steady hearts that stay in the stillness of the night. You never walk away. The quiet afterglow, where the golden embers shine. When the world has let us go, your hand is still in mine. Through the soft and fading light, through the gentle undertow, love is louder than it seems. In the quiet afterglow. We don't need 1,000 words to say what we both know. Every glance across the room lets the deepest feelings show. All the battles that we fought, all the storms we faced below, turn to whispers of forever in the quiet afterglow. If tomorrow steals the sun and paints the sky in gray, I'll be your warmth in winter, I'll be a fire in May. And if the night grows colder, if the stars refuse to glow, we'll be our own horizon, we'll be our own halo. In the quiet afterglow, after